I'm Mike.
I'm Bob.
You're Inside Tennis with the Cause.
Dick Stockton spring break, college tennis spring break here at the USTA National Campus. What's that like for Piedmont College? What's it like for Dick Stockton?
Well, let's take the second part of that first. It's being here is really fun because I've obviously followed the story of the creation of this place and the actual building of it, and although technically I only live 2.5 hours south of here, I have not been here before till this past Thursday. So it's very, very impressive, and I haven't even seen it all yet. I have not seen the indoor. I haven't seen the red clay courts or any of that. I haven't even seen the collegiate center. But I mean, it is such an incredible facility, and the number of teams here from D1, D2, D3, NAIA. I mean, they come from all over to come to this place now, and they, basically, we don't just play here. We're playing all over town, but I don't know how you put something like this together for all these schools, but it's a great way to spend spring break, and I know our kids are just loving it.
It's just amazing. It's a cool opportunity to have, and the fact that I am from California and my first time in Orlando is just something that's awesome.
It's a very unique opportunity. I think we've all really enjoyed it, and it's been neat for some of the parents that weren't able to be here to be able to watch from out of state and just not being able to be here. So.
And it goes beyond the lines of tennis. Disney tomorrow?
That's right. Yeah, we're excited. We're going to go to Disney tomorrow. We have a day off, and then we'll be back Tuesday.
College week down here in Lake Nona. What's that like?
It's a lot of tension for sure, but I love the experience. It's an honor to come down here and play. It's great weather also, so.
They're loving you, Dick Stockton, as the new coach. What are you enjoying about this new venture in your life?
More than anything else, I enjoy the kids. And it's not easy, cause when you inherit a team, which I did. I was hired in August, and obviously this team was set for 2018-19 year. So, but from day one, it has just been, at least from my side, it's been a love affair. I mean, I'm technically the men's head coach and the assistant women's coach, and the kids just have accepted me more than I could have ever asked, and they had no idea who I was. They didn't know that from playing in the 1970s. I mean, their parents weren't even born when I played, let alone them. So, but it's been great. I think they've respected what I've had to say to them, the information that I offer. I don't try to overcoach them. I try to keep it simple. And, I talk about little things in the game that I know can help somebody win a point here or win a point there. And, and that can be the difference between winning a match and losing a match. And, as an example, I tell them, look, you're playing back, and the guys that have their noses hanging over the net, why are you trying to drive the ball through them? Would you ever consider maybe going over their heads? And the very first week I talked about that, we won a match 5-4, and on match point, our number 6 player hit the topspin lob off his backhand of all topspin lobs. As soon as I saw it come off the racket, I knew that is a friggin' winner, and it was. And every time we play, I see more topspin lobs, and so that's the kind of stuff that puts a smile. I don't show it on the court, but inside I'm smiling like crazy because those are the little things that that I try to get them to understand, that it's not all about power and it's not all about this. It's you got to play more above the shoulders than below the shoulders, meaning use your head, play smart. You may not. I told them that the better player doesn't always win, but the better competitor usually does. So I talked to them about Jimmy Connors and this guy and that guy. I said, Brian Vahaley, who I had at the University of Virginia, was one of the best competitors.
Number one in the NCAAs.
Yes, one of the best competitors I've ever seen on a tennis court. He wasn't the best athlete by any means. He wasn't the best player by any means. But he was the best competitor. And because of that, he lost like 3 matches in 3 years for me. And so I just don't. I don't care if you win or lose, guys. I really, really don't. Would we like to win? Of course we would. Are we going to win every match? Of course we're not. But if you just compete and give it your all for every minute you're on the tennis court, you're not going to get any gripes from me, whether you want, even if you lost. I'm going to pat you on the back and say, I'm proud of you, because you gave me your best. That's all you can do.
one thing that I would say about him is great coach, man. I mean, absolutely just knows so much about the game, has so much intelligence about the game, and just really has helped us go to the next level to really perform better. And he's a funny guy. Got a lot of stories, a lot of stories, and really love the guy a lot. And I'm very, very fortunate to have him as a coach.
He gives like really great advice, and he's like really encouraging. And he comes out and sits in our practice and watches. He's a great guy.
I mean, he's a great coach. I mean, he teaches us a lot of things. He tells stories. He's a great advisor, great friend, I would say.
He's really cool. He's really good at teaching us like what to do and showing us like what's the right thing to do. And then he's a really good like support system.
It's been a breath of fresh air. It's really been amazing having him come in and just embrace us as a new squad and us embracing him as a new coach. And I think we've really gelled well together, and it's been awesome. I've really enjoyed having him here for my last season. It's really been special, I think, so far, and we'll see if we can make a deep run through conference and stuff.
I just love having him around, and like his experience helping us on the court is just awesome. I love it.
It's been a great season. Team's really bonded. He brings experience, and obviously his past is really good for us. So we've been training hard, and it's been a great group of guys, and we've gotten better all season.
I really like it. He's a great influential person. I think he's really taught me a lot about improving my game in the short amount of time I've known him. And he's just a fun guy to be around. You know, he's funny when he needs to be, and he's serious when he needs to be. And it's just a great overall experience.
Dick, your own personal college days at Trinity College. You put that place on the map.
I didn't put it on the map.
Well, you and your friends. Yeah, well, it was, but you joined the map. Looking back, what do you enjoy most thinking and remembering about Clarence Mabry, your coach there, and his contribution to your program?
Well, it's because of Clarence Mabry that I'm here talking to you today. Because, I graduated in 72 with a degree in I don't know what, but it was a good bluff. And then I got into coaching in 1998, so 26 years later. But it was always in the back of my mind. You know, could I possibly get into this industry of college coaching and have a kind of impact on kids that Clarence had on us? I mean, he was my coach till the day he died. And it wasn't just in college. I mean, the man was like a father to me. And, you know, I don't know that I'm going to be a father to these kids, but I just want to have a positive impact on their lives. These kids are not going to be professional tennis players, and they know that. And that's why I love D3. I think D3 is the greatest thing going. Because these kids are playing tennis. They're giving it their all because they want to. I mean, I've got a couple of kids, we were just talking last night, they were saying, you know, that this is probably their last month of ever playing tennis. I said, come on, you can't be serious. And they said, well, yeah. I said, I guarantee you when you're 35, you're going to want to play some 35 and over tournaments. But basically, this is it for them. But they give it their all, Kaz, and that's all I could ever ask. And, you know, the Trinity situation was so special in the day, and it's special now as a D3 school. But it was a D1 there. And, you know, and if you were to have asked me right now on camera, you know, what was the highlight of your tennis career, it's going to be that we won the NCAA championships. And there's no doubt in my mind that was the highlight. It has nothing to do with, you know, that I beat Rod Laver and he retired after that because he couldn't stand losing to me. And Borg went into retirement after losing to me because, you know, if we're going to lose to guys like this, we're out of here. But that was nice. But it was the winning the NCAA team championship, not the individual, which I happened to win, which was fine too. The team, it was our last week. Think about this. Our last week as amateur tennis players. We were down to 48 hours as an amateur. Are we going to get this trophy one time or not? And we did. That's the highlight. And nothing will ever top that unless Piedmont wins one.
Hi, I'm John Isner, and you're Inside Tennis with the Cause.